An award-winning tour. Oh, it's taking place. It's unbelievable. It's a walking tour. Visitors go on this trip, and they visit Brooklyn's past while highlighting some of the borough's best and brightest of today. It's called Made in Brooklyn Tours, and our Christal Young, she goes everywhere. And now she's telling us about this.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, Made in Brooklyn Tours have been around since 2011, but now they're doing one at Industry City. Now, have you ever been to Industry City in Sunset?
No.
Okay. Well, it is a vibrant, multi-use area, 16 different buildings, tons of businesses, artisans, galleries, a lot. So we're going to take you there via this tour.
Please take us right now.
Take a look.
I wanted to go behind the scenes and above the ground floor and see what was going on within the buildings themselves and not just something that's visible to the public.
This piece is one of my signature styles. This has weaving that's with copper wire and all gemstones.
We're called Brooklyn Candle Studio, so we wanted to find a spot in Brooklyn. And Industry City is just kind of a community of makers and entrepreneurs that seemed like the best place for us.
One of the most popular products here is the Butter Crunch. So delicious, but I am madly in love with this handbag for $42. How cute is that?
For the last stop on the tour, what I wanted to do is something more futuristic.
A lot of thought put into how this whole city is going to be built.
An interesting thing. I mean, without it, there's so much that we didn't see.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
Yes. So 4 years ago, I did a piece on Industry City.
Yes.
And essentially, it was all starting out. And someone figured out, a big developer, figured out that New York City only has so much waterfront. So why let areas that are beautiful and waterfront just be dilapidated?
Right.
So they took all this industrial area and they decided to turn these buildings into something useful. But they wanted it to be a place where people that lived in Brooklyn that were priced out of places in Manhattan and wanted to have businesses.
And this was an opportunity for them to take advantage.
You have an art gallery. Don't worry about Chelsea. Come to Brooklyn. You have a business, an ice cream shop, and anything. Come to Brooklyn. But what they turned it into is these 16 billion, these 6 million square foot areas, 16 different buildings that basically have a little bit of everything. And let me tell you what else they have, Ernie. On the weekends, there are dance parties in the courtyards in between the buildings. And a lot of these businesses, you can walk in, you can buy things.
And on the water, you can imagine what it looks like and feels like,
on the water, so unbelievable. And then there's a food component. There's all these different restaurants that you can go in, lilac chocolate shops. It is really, really worth checking out. It's a great weekend destination. And people take these tours that are New Yorkers and even people that work at Industry City and say, we just wanted to know what's here. It's growing so much.
I like what you said, too. The fact that, they gave the opportunity for a lot of people to take advantage of that area on the waterfront. Also creating a lot of jobs, too, right?
Absolutely. When they first started out, they created about 1,900 jobs. This was like 2012, 2013. Now there's more than 8,000 jobs, and businesses just keep coming. When I went a couple of days ago, I was stunned at how much is there that wasn't there just 2-3 years ago. So Industry City, Sunset Park, Brooklyn, it is worth a trip.
I'm going there. You sold me, and I hope a lot of other people, too. I will take that tour.
Made in Brooklyn Tours.
I love it.
All right.
Thank you so much, Christal.